Kamen Rider, Kamen Rider Zero One, Kamen Rider Zero One. That was me syncing the audio. Yo, it is me, Hedge. Welcome to TOKUSATSLEEP. Whenever I can't fall asleep, I will put on a video of someone talking about their collections or just talking in general, and it helps me fall asleep. And I thought it would be cool to just sort of ramble on about things that I like, and if it helps you sleep, then that's great. Or if you just want to listen to it or put it on in the background, that's cool too. But there will be a episode of this with music, an episode of this without music, mainly because whenever I watch someone talking and I want to fall asleep, I usually prefer that there's no music, and I know some people would prefer that there is. So there will be an episode after this that will have music, and if you're listening to that one, then hello. But if you're not, then you're not. So it's basically just going to be me rambling about Zero One, which is one of my favorite Kamen Rider series of all time. And I have my entire collection here, and we're just going to take a look at it. Everything is here. Some of it's off screen because it's a big collection. If you follow my Twitter, you've seen pictures of it. But yeah, so why don't we go ahead and take a look. Ooh. I don't know where I want to start. Maybe with these books back here, because they have been falling a lot. I've had a hard time standing them up. Why don't we go ahead and start with these, and then we'll get on to like the toys and shit. So this right here is it says Kamen Rider Zero One Octa's Visual Book. It's one of the photo books. If you know Kamen Rider, you know every year they do like a sorry, I'm checking the waveforms. Every year they do like photo books with the actors, and they all get together and they wear outfits that they don't wear in the show, which is really interesting. It's really interesting seeing what's supposed to be Izu wearing this like black outfit. Of course, Azu wore outfits like that, but I don't know. It's just different. Look at Guy's haircut. My man looking kind of fly. Okay. I'm not gonna go to the entire book, of course, but like it has screenshots from the show in it. I believe it has like actor interviews. It has maybe staff is in here some too. It has words and text written by the actors, as you can see right in there, which is really cool. It does like a brief overview of the show too. I'm trying to find some of the original photos. Oops. I'm messing this whole thing up. Oh, I actually didn't see this before. It has it has interviews with like the suit actors. I am so sorry. Doing this with one hand is absolutely insane. But yeah, I want to at least show like one of the I'm just taking this whole sleeve off. I don't even care at this point. So there they are. Aruto and Jin's actors right there. Bro, look at the boys. 01 boys in the cut. Let's go. On the back here, you can see Izu, Yua, and I believe that's Fua, Yua, and Guy just sitting on the couch eating dinner. It's really cool. I like when they put the characters in these different scenarios. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be the characters themselves or it's just the actors. But yeah, that's really cool. Kamen Rider Zero One. So there's that. I also like this photo right here of the Metsubo Jin Riders. So yeah, it's a really cool book. Another really cool book that I have right here is the Detail of Heroes, Kamen Rider Zero One hardcover book. Of course, every year Kamen Rider has a book that details the suit designs from the entirety of the show, including like the movies and stuff. And this one is Zero One's right here. And this is my first ever Detail of Heroes book. I've never really collected one before. I have a Detail of Heroes Kamen Rider Girls book that came during Wizards airing. That was a while ago. But it was like a little small thing with the Kamen Rider Girls. But aside from that, I've never had like an official Detail of Heroes book. And I'm very happy to have one that is 01. Just taking a quick look, it goes through like all the details of the suits, like the helmets and the weapons and the suits and the belts and everything. It even has it even has like different tidbits that you may not know about the suits. One thing I found particularly interesting that they talked about in here is Kamen Rider Ikazuchi. The base undersuit is actually Night Rogue from Kamen Rider Build. I'm sorry. Is it? It's either Ikazuchi or Naki. I'm sorry. Ikazuchi. The undersuit is Bloodstalk from Kamen Rider Build. My apologies. You can kind of see that in like the pants and everything, which is really interesting. This book also goes into, I believe, where it's talking about Rising Hopper. The fandom. When 01 first showed up, everyone thought, like, is he yellow? Is he green? What is he? This book states that 01's color is officially a fluorescent yellow, which makes sense. I've always said, like, it looks like a neon yellow. Like one of those caution, like, watch out yellows. So there's 01 right there. Very, very, very cool. I love this book. I need to get more Detail of Heroes books. On the back, it shows like all the different ones you can get. Like Kiba, Ghost, XA, Drive, Guide, Geo Build. Just really, really nice overall. I like going through it and just looking at all the suits. And again, it has like the movies too, like Eden. This came out before the 01 Others series started coming out. So it doesn't have, like Serval Tiger, I think it's called. It doesn't have Serval Tiger. It doesn't have Vulcan, Lone Wolf, but actually, I think it has, it has Kamen Rider Metsubo Jinrai is in here, I believe. Let me do one quick. Yes. There's Kamen Rider Metsubo Jinrai. That is in here. But aside from that, it doesn't go any later than that. So, a little bit unfortunate, but that's how time works. And it's still pretty cool. The last book that I have here is the official Perfect book. Every year, I don't know when this started, but the past few years at least, every Rider series has had what's called an official Perfect book, which is like cast interviews, staff interviews, and just like little things that you wouldn't know about the show put together in like a little book. This is a paperback. This one's called 01 Authorized New Era. It has 01 Thouser, Vulcan, and Valkyrie on the front. It's really cool. One thing I like about it, and the Metsubo Jin Riders are on the back too. One thing that I like about this is it also goes into like the visual aspects of the show, and it even shows like the CG models that they used, and it talks about like the different programs that they used too. Like Build used Adobe 3ds Max, which I didn't know. It's really weird to think that official like big budget shows have they utilize programs that we use every day, or that anyone can just pick up and use, and it's really, really interesting. You can see the hidden intelligence buildings right there, the models for that, because of course it wasn't a real fucking building, but it's very, very cool. It even has concept designs right here. You can see that Valkyrie fighting Jackal, the mask for Valkyrie is actually in that mask, but it's hidden by that little like night visor. It's really, really interesting. I love that. I love that a lot. Just little things that didn't need to be shown there, but are there, and they put a lot of detail into the designs for 01. You can even see concept work for the Huma gear and their I guess evil versions when the Mouse took over, which is really, really cool. It has unused designs for 01. Or some are unused, I believe, and then some are from like Gashapon Progrise keys that didn't get used in the show, which I think is very interesting. I think that's Arc 01. Am I looking at that right? That's Arc 01. Azu used that key in the final stage, which is very, very cool. I need to collect more Kamen Rider books. There's a lot out there. a lot. Okay, so that was all the books. There's the revised driver box. Not here for any particular reason. Yeah, well, okay, we'll do the toys last. I need a drink. Okay, now let's move on to the CDs. I have a few different CDs from Zero One. The first one I got, of course, is Real Eyes. This is the opening theme song for the show. It doesn't come with any coupling songs, which I'm not surprised about. Most Rider singles don't. The last time I remember there was a coupling single was Build. Build had Be the One, and it also had Proud of You, which was a song by the Kamen Rider Girls. This one just has Real Eyes and then the TV side version of it. I love the fluorescent look of this CD case. It stands out on the shelf and it like glows a little bit. You can kind of see it. Look at that. That's kind of crazy. It looks really good on the shelf. It's got Zero One's big face on there. On the back, J. Takanori Nishikawa. J and Takanori Nishikawa. They're not one person, but you know what I mean. Then there's the disc. The disc is also a fluorescent color, which is really nice. Again, like this really stands out on the shelf. It's really, really nice. Also Realize is, of course, one of my favorite Rider openings. It just has that pump. It has that pump. No, does anyone say that? It has that pump. It has that oomph, I guess. Oomph. Anyways, the next CD I have, I can't remember if this came in a set or not, or if I just got them individually. But this is the theme and insert song collection for Zero One. It has the vocal tracks from the show primarily. Realize, Another Daybreak, Omae o tomerareru no wa tada hitori, Ore da, Hybrid Rise, Zero One, Rising Sun, which wasn't used in the show. It's a song, it's a vocal track that was supposed to be the theme for what I believe is Assault Hopper. If it wasn't Assault Hopper, it was Shining Hopper. It was one of them, but it's called Rising Sun, and it was done by the people that did the Realize theme, and it's such a good song. It's like da 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 Rising Sun. That was really bad, but Rising Sun is really good. It has Henshin 02, Now is the Right Time. The Human Gear Anthem, which was done by, the guy that played MC. Check it out. Another Daybreak, the movie version. The piano version of Realize, a guitar version of Realize, Realize instrumental, and then the rest is just instrumental. So it has 16 themes, but in reality it only has like 8. Kamen Rider CDs love to do that. AVAX in general love to do that. They love to make CDs that have what is that on my mic guard? I don't know. AVAX loves to do CDs where it looks like it's a lot of tracks. It'll be like 20 tracks, but in reality it's actually 10 tracks, and then the other 10 are instrumentals. The Drive Best Collection, Kamen Rider Drive had a Best Collection CD thing, and it was exactly like that. And I mean, it's fine. If anything, it's just more content, but I would prefer if it was more tracks, but whatever. This is another CD collection from Zero One. This is the soundtrack for this the TV series. It has 2 discs. The first disc has 40 tracks. The second disc has 42, and they're all original tracks. I love it. It has all the battle themes. It has all of the Human Gear themes, the character themes. It has everything, and it's so good. It's so good. I've always said Zero One has one of the best soundtracks in the game. Zero One owes Ghost. Oh my god, Ghost has an amazing soundtrack. If you haven't seen Kamen Rider Ghost, at least check out some of the tracks. They are absolutely amazing. But Zero One is really good. The first track, Humagear or Jinsei no Yume. One of my favorites. It's a theme that I assume played in the beginning of the show, but I don't remember it. It's just so like funky. I love it a lot. On the front, it's got 02 and some Humic gears on the side, which is very cool. I like that because these two CDs came out at the same time when the show was nearing its end, or it might have already ended. But I like that the theme song collection has, or the insert song collection has Rising Hopper 01, and then the original soundtrack has 02. That's a really nice little little thing, quirk. The CD might be in the car, actually, in my car, but there's the inside of that one. And then the soundtrack. The first disc has Rising Hopper, and then the second disc is also Rising Hopper, but it's red, and there's satellite there, right on there. Just very, very cool. Very, very cool. Alrighty, and that is the CDs. Nuts. Haha. Anyways, I guess we can move on to the toys now. Let's start with this one because it's off screen, and I love this one a lot. First of all, here's the box for it. This is Kamen Rider Zero One Lightning Hoppa. It is a big figure, and I got this at a like a little import shop that I have close to me. Ooh. I thought there was like more interesting stuff on this box, but I guess not. It's just pictures of 01. But he is right here. He's very cool. I don't know how tall he is. I want to say 10 inches. Let's just say he's 10 inches. I don't feel like getting out like a measuring stick or anything. Measuring stick? I don't have a measuring stick. What's it called? Oh my god, what is it called? I have it. Measuring tape. That's what it is. Let's just say he's 10 inches. He's very, very cool. I love just little statues like this. You can't pose them, of course, but like they're really, really nice to just have on a shelf. You can see even the driver is really, really nicely detailed. It's very cool. It's Rising Hopper. I've seen people with this statue to where the antenna on Rising Hopper is warped and like sort of bent, and mine is a little bit too. If yours comes like that, I'd just say probably be careful, because any rider that has antenna like that, it's going to get warped at some point. 01, double, Ichigo, of course. Like, and there's a lot of statues out there, but yeah, this one's very cool. It's one of my prized possessions. I have them just on my shelf with my 01 stuff. Very, very cool. I love it. Alrighty. Also, before we get to the belt and shit, I missed another thing that isn't toy, but we'll get to that in a second. I haven't opened this yet. Got this with my partner at a Barnes & Noble that's somewhat close to me. It's a 01. This is the only one they have. Every time, it became a running joke between me and my partner that every time we go to Barnes & Noble, there's one Kamen Rider thing. Only one in stock. And it's usually catered towards me. I love Den-O. The last time we went there, or one time we went there, it was one Den-O sword form figure, 10-inch figure, which is like the one that I got for 01. And I got that, and there was no more Rider stuff. Then the next time we went to Barnes & Noble, it was this. It was this is the only one they had in stock. It's a 01 model kit. It's an entry grade though, which means that it's like for babies. Well, not for babies, but like people that are just getting into model kits, so it's not hard at all. And the gimmick with this is that you can build it and replicate the transformation from the show. You know, in the show, he puts the key in the belt, and then the suit is just a black CG suit that's formed, and then the grasshopper jumps, and then the grasshopper parts form onto him through like little DNA strands, and you build this basically in that order. You build the black suit, and then you put the grasshopper pieces on top, which is kind of cool. I like that they put that in there. It doesn't look like it's posable. All these different angles that I see on this figure, it's just standing, which is fine. If I wanted to pose it, I'd just get the figure art, but it's still a really cool model kit. I'll open it at some point eventually, but Yeah, just very, very, very cool. And the last thing before we get to the belt, this is the Kamen Rider Saber, Kamen Rider Zero One movie collector's pack. This is both the Saber and Zero One movies. I can't say summer movies because, coronavirus fucked everything up and moved things around. But this is that. I've never actually used these discs, because I've already seen the movies before I got the Blu-rays, but I have them right in here. That's very, very nice. I'm going to look at them eventually though, because I believe it does have like behind the scenes shit in it, which is very cool. I love this movie a lot. This movie, Zero One, has a very good movie. If you haven't seen it, I implore you to see it. It's called Real Time. It's a very, very, very good movie. So yeah, I don't have too many Kamen Rider Blu-rays. I have this one and then Kamen Rider Grease, the Grease V Cinema from years back. And that's about it, but I'm looking forward to keep collecting Zero One Blu-rays. I lost my train of thought. Moving on to the toys. This is the Zero One driver, of course. I've bought maybe 3 different Zero One drivers in my life. I say in my life, it's been like 2 years. It's been 2 years since Zero One. Oh my god. I bought one. This is my original one. I bought one, and then I bought another one. Maybe I've only bought 2. Okay, so I bought 2. I bought another one that would be representing 02, and I put the 02 unit on it, and just had this one and that one on my shelf. And then I realized it was a really bad impulse decision, and I sold it. So now I just have 101 driver that I've had for a long time. I used to make videos with this, and it is one of my prized possessions easily. It's very dusty. I haven't used it in a while, but you can even see there's tape on the little speaker there because I didn't want it to make too much noise, but it's very cool. I love this. I love this a lot. One of my favorite drivers, actually. I'm not going to turn it on, of course, but I love it, love it, love it. This just sits on my shelf. And with the 01 driver comes the keys, but also, oops, of course, this is the 02 unit. You put this on the 01 driver, which I probably will do in a second, and you become 02. My only problem with this unit is that I've seen it in reviews and stuff where people also have the same problem. What you're supposed to do, let me put it on the belt first. So this is the 02 driver. So like I was saying, I've seen it in reviews where people have the same problem. You're supposed to flip that open, and there's on the back of this, there's like a magnet, and it reads, it does like that, and then the light turns on, then you can authorize the transformation. It doesn't always react like it's supposed to. Sometimes it'll go off, sometimes it won't. Sometimes you have to really like push it in. But other than that, it works pretty fine. I don't usually display the 01 driver, or rather, I don't usually display the 02 driver. It's usually in the 01 variant, only because it doesn't stand up as well when it has the 02 unit on it. So I'll just keep it as 01. But the 02 design for the driver is very, very cool. Look at that. Look at that glow. It's really nice. I'll probably just leave it like this. But yeah. All right. So here's the deal. The progress keys. I have 4 different versions of Rising Hopper. And there's a reason for that. Now, I'm not going to press the buttons. I might press one of them because I took the batteries out of a lot of these keys just because I wish gimmicks from Kamen Rider still had batteries. Or rather, I wish they still had on and off switches. Sometimes I just like to fiddle with it without having it go off. So I'll take the batteries out. But yeah, I have 4 different versions of Rising Hopper. This one, I believe, is... Yes, this is the one that came with the deluxe 01 driver. This is my first one. This is one I've had for 2 years. It's just Rising Hopper. Flip it open. And there's like a slight visual difference between all of them, which is how I'm able to tell which one they are. So yeah, this one came with the 01 driver, and it still looks pretty good. Not really any scuffs or anything. So there's that one right there. I put that there. This one, sorry. Okay, this one is the one that came with the memorial set, which I have the box for right here. So after 01 ended, like right after the finale, Premium Bandai listed this, which is the Hiden 01 memorial set. Yes, the deluxe memorial progress key, side 01, or side Hiden intelligence. So this one had an Izu key for, Humagi or Izu, the secretary. And it had a specialized version of Rising Hopper, and it also had Realizing Hopper. Or rather, it's called Rising Hopper Realized version, or whatever. It's Realizing Hopper. So this version of Rising Hopper came, I just had it. Here it is. This version of Rising Hopper is the memorial version. So it's the specialized version. If you hold the button, it switches modes between, I don't remember what the modes are. I also don't really care. It has like voices and shit in it. When you authorize it on the belt, it does like the grasshopper bouncing around sound effect. It does like the little text appearing on the screen for the finisher. It's very specialized and it's very cool. And it's one of my favorite progress keys that I have. And I'm saying that there's a slight visual difference between them, which is how I'm able to tell. The memorial version of this key has like a slightly darker label on it, I guess to make the light come out more. And the deluxe version came with the 01 driver, has a brighter label on it, which is almost as if this one has more like see-through on it. But it's very cool. I love this key a lot. It looks a little bit shinier too, actually. I don't know if that's just my eyes, but I love the memorial version. Now this one came with Realize, the CD single, I believe. So, every year, of course, since, I want to say Drive, every year since, I'm sorry, not Drive, every year since Kamen Rider Ghost, there's been a gimmick packed in with this single, which is how they get people to buy the CD, I guess. And this one came with Realize, and of course you can see it says Realize up there, and it has like the artist's name up there that sung the theme song, Jay and Takanori. Flip it open, it has the same label as the one from the 01 driver, except it says Realize on the front, which is kind of cool. It still says, jump and everything, but if you press for the ability, it says Realize ability instead. It's like the sound version. When you put it in the driver, if you hold the button down, it plays a very, very short version of Realize, which is like, you wanna realize, da, 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 da. That's it. It plays that, and I don't really know if it was worth it, but it's still kind of cool. I like when they do stuff like that. So there's that. There's the third version of Rising Hopper that I have. And then, of course, the last version of Rising Hopper is Realizing Hopper. Very, very nice blue and silver look. I like the gold on the back, too. It's very, very nice. Of course, Aruto's Rising Hopper progress key became this in the finale, and it stayed that way. And I love it a lot. You can see the label's even different on there, which is very, very nice. It says jump with an echo, and it says Realizing Hopper, I jump to the sky, turns to take off toward a dream. I love it a lot. This also has voice clips from Aruto in there. Voice clips taken from the final fight with Hirobi, and it's very, very cool. One of my favorite progress keys. This one might actually be my favorite that I have right now. Yeah, I would say so. So those are all of my Rising Hopper progress keys. Moving on to the standard ones, we have Biting Shark. This is the second progress key that I ever got. Biting Shark. My Biting Shark is very quiet for some reason. I don't know why, but Biting Shark is a really cool form. I like the blue on there. Ability, Fang. Look at that little shark boy swimming around. Swimming around. I like him a lot. Didn't get used much in the show, but that's just what happens. It happens. Rushing Cheetah. This one came with the 01 driver that I got. It came in a set that came with, I believe, like little Progress key holders. So it came with US key, which is very, very nice. Rushing Cheetah. Dash. This is the loudest Progress key that I have. For some reason, certain Progress keys have a louder speaker than others. I never really understood that. But Rushing Cheetah has a pretty loud Progress key speaker, which is kind of nice. I wish they were all like that, but is what it is. So there's that. I did have Flaming Tiger at one point. Then I did away with it because I just didn't. I wasn't really feeling it. I was thinking about doing that with Biting Shark too, but I was like, oh, that's the first Progress key that I bought on its own, so I decided to keep it. I also wanted to keep all of US Progress keys, so I have Lightning Hornet right here. Ability, Thunder. I love this one a lot. I don't entirely know why. The suit is very nice. Maybe that's why. I also just love bees and wasps in general. They're really cool. There's the Hornet right there. I just love bees. I do. I love them a lot. It's like a little mustard. Not mustard. Well, it's like a mustard yellow, kind of. No, that's not mustard yellow. It's like a honey yellow. Pooh Bear. Oh, bother. Anyways. I used to have Assault Wolf and the Assault Grip. And there's nothing interesting to that. I just did. There's Shining Hopper right here. One of my favorites, of course. They're all one of my favorites, but still. Shining Hopper. Izu's brother. Very, very nice design. It attracts fingerprints a lot, of course. Unfortunately, rather, not of course. But other than that, it looks really, really nice. It looks very different than a lot of Progress keys, even after it, which I think is pretty cool. There's the slot for the Assault Grip that goes right in there. Very, very, very nice. You can see all the little wires and mechanics in there through that translucent plastic, which they didn't really do much after this one. Then, of course, 02. Translucent plastic. Didn't I just say they didn't do that much after Shining Hopper, and immediately after I get proven wrong? So you can see the back right there. You press the button, it flips out. It's got I love the little grasshopper design in there. It's very, very nice. The side's meant to look like satellite there, which is also pretty nice. 02 in general is very, very nice. Just how it was brought about and the design itself is very cool. I love it. Love it a lot. I carry this one around with me a lot. If I'm going somewhere, I'll usually have it on my side or just in the car somewhere. And then, is this the last thing? This is the last thing in my collection for 01, I believe. Oh, no, actually, before I get to that, I have this shirt, Kamen Rider 01. This shirt I got from the Team Rider store on Amazon. I love it. It's got 01, it's got writing on the back. Writing on the front, rather, and then a little emblem of Rising Hopper on the back. So, I love the shirt. The last thing I have in my 01 collection that I have with me right now is the Izu Progress key. Very, very nice looking. It has like the little, has a like a baby blue on the front. It says Secretary Izu. A little Hiden logo on the front. I like that they made a little robotic ribbon. That's very cute. It has a ton of phrases. It has a lot of phrases. The memorial set for the 01 Progress keys have a lot of voice phrases in them, which is very cool. I still haven't gone through all of them. It comes with a little pamphlet that shows like all the different phrases that you can get out of it. When you put it in the driver, of course, it says Dream Rise, and then it does like the standard Humagear job title and everything, which is cool. It even says take off if you hold it. Very, very nice. But yeah, this one, I've said it for just about every key so far, but this is one of my favorite progress keys. I'm very easy to please. I'm sorry. I really am. I really, really am. Uh, but yeah, so that pretty much does it for my zero one collection. There's a lot of stuff. Zero one has a very, very special place in my heart for where I was at in that time frame that it was airing. And it's made me very happy. So zero one is up there in my top five, which is constantly fluctuating between Forza, Ghost, Den-O, and just it's always just fluctuating. There's always Den-O is always number one, but zero two zero Den-O is always number one, but zero one is coming up close to that. It's very has again it has a very strong place in my heart. So that is pretty much everything in my zero one collection. Um, I hope that if you're still here through the end, congratulations. I don't have a reward for you, but I appreciate that you stuck through this. And I make it sound like it was some huge ordeal that you had to that you had to go through. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm looking forward to doing more. Oh no, I forgot. I have one last thing to show from my zero one collection. It was so small on the floor I didn't even notice it. When I went to Japan in 2019, I got these little Choco things from a 7-Eleven that was near my hotel. I was in Yokosuka, and it came with little Kamen Rider cards. This one is Valkyrie, Rushing Cheetah. I like this. I kept these in a little small bag just so I wouldn't mess them up because it was really cool to me. This is not zero one, but it's Kuga. It also came with the stuff that I got. But then I also have Fua. I have Vulcan. There's Shooting Wolf. And then there's Punching Kong on the back. So those are the other things that I got from my zero one collection that I forgot to show. So there is that. But again, I'm looking forward to making more videos like this. Videos of the same sort of theming. Not zero one, but like different series and like Super Sentai, Power Rangers, Kamen Rider in general, Den-O, trading cards, stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to getting stuff together for that. And again, I appreciate you coming and sticking around with me. And yeah, make sure if you want to stay updated with this series and just me in general, you follow my Twitter, Space Kita Rise on Twitter. It'll be in the description as well as like everything else that you can find me on. And yeah, TOKUSATSLEEP. I've been Hedge. I am still Hedge. And I hope to see you again soon. See you.